You are listening to the Dos Muchos podcast. Not safe for work. The podcast of Dos Muchos.
All right, so here's something fun. I thought I would take a little bit of time out to describe the time that I was caught in bed as a teenager with my girlfriend by her stepfather while having sex. That's a story that's not a lot of people know that story, but there are a handful of people that do know that story. But it's a story that I could probably tell. You know, if I leave the names out, I'm sure no one will be hurt by this, or I don't think there are any consequences via me telling this story. It's an incredible story. All about the tales of a young man escaping the clutches of death, because believe I almost died. Take a sip here. Okay, so let me set the scene here. This takes place, I'd say, somewhere in the 90s, mid-90s, maybe slightly before then. Early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, okay? Late 80s, early 90s, the radio's playing MC Brains, Another Bad Creation. That might be slightly after, but slightly before. Definitely Troop, songs like that. There was, in the Boston scene, there was a lot of talent shows going on. And there was this one girl group who was a local star. They were like local stars. Like, picture a national act, like everyone knows New Edition, right? Everybody knows the Red Sox. How's that? So, but there are other teams in, like, Lowell, say, that have arenas, or in Boston that are, the B leagues. Picture the R&B singers also have B leagues, like local town heroes, superstars for their local town, right? So this is a girl group. They're a girl group. I think it's a trio, I think it's 3 or 4 girls. But she was a lead singer, and I was in a boy group. We had 5 of us, and we didn't really have a traditional boy group because we were all we got ourselves together, versus a lot of these groups had like management deals and artist development deals. Like really, really a lot of money was going into these groups, but we just kind of got ourselves together from just hanging out in like under 21 nightclubs, because back in those days, under 21 nightclubs was a thing. So we're all hanging out, battling at these nightclubs. We run into, long story short, 5 of us come together, and now we're a boy group. But we're competing with all of these development deals, and we're competing on the same stage with them and outshining them. So at the time, we were pretty prominent as far as our group went. Hey, their group was pretty no problem. It's like Lady and the Tramp. One thing, we were the tramps, they were the ladies. It was good. So we go upstairs. We're in her room. Nobody's home. One of the girls in this group. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. And so we're doing it. This girl and I were hanging out. In the middle of doing it, apparently we didn't hear anything except for the door behind us opening. She was on the 2nd floor, so there was like the front door, walking up the stairs, somebody calling out, hello. I'm sure somebody knocked, or if you just heard, 2 people throwing down in the bedroom. Either way, door swings open. First it goes open. Oops, I'm sorry. closes, then flies open, almost off the hinges. like, oops, no, there's nobody. What the? The door flies open. So now I'm like, holy shit. I thought you said there's nobody home. Never mind that. Way to get the hell out of here. One of those deals. So now I'm scrambling. I'm bucket naked from the head to my toes. So I'm like, well, I'm not leaving this house bucket naked because I live the next town over. I'm not, I'll be damned if I run home bucket naked. So here I am scrambling, and this stepdad is like 6'5", 6'6", and he was like 300 pounds easy. Construction worker. Dust to prove it. Now he's throwing haymakers. I'm taking body shots left and right. Left and right. I'm catching him in the ribs. He's trying to grab me, but I'm too sweaty from knocking the boots, so I'm sweating. So I'm able to slip out of grips when I'm still catching haymakers to the face, neck, ribs, and throat area. So I didn't know that there was like a pair of scissors on the dresser. Dun, dun, dun. Damn straight. She's like, oh, shit. He starts to, motion towards the dresser. I see a chance. I grab my pants. I get my pants on, running out the door. Like the typical feverish, grab the pants one step, put one leg in, another step, another leg, like you're motioning, walking, and putting on pants. You can't do it. Time I get to the head of the stairs, the top of the stairs, I get a boot to my seat, and I miss every stair in between. The last stair or two, now I'm doing the A-team tumble. I'm over there now on the floor, tumbling around. I'm looking out the house. I don't recall the house. I've never been in the house before, so now I'm scrambling for exits. This is another thing here. So I'm scrambling for the exits. I finally found luck. I don't know how the hell I found the exit, but it was like one of them old school houses. They've been there for a million years, I'm sure, because there were add-ons and extra doors and doors that didn't need to be there. But I found the exit, my door. I found my bike. Mind you, it's like one of them old 10 speeds. So I get on my bike. I just have my pants. So I get the pedals. I had the metal pedals with the they look like teeth. Man, didn't matter. Bike was still skirting. I was out here. Oh my goodness. Pedaling, I had like cuts up and down on the bottom of my feet. I thought, my feet were literally bleeding. I was leaving a trail. He could have just followed the blood trails to if he wanted to continue the beats. But I almost caught a pair of scissors to my chest. I definitely caught the beats, and I definitely caught the foot to the seat. Yeah, that wasn't a good look. Overall, if I had to say, hey, that's a good look, I would not even post that up as a good look, because that's not a good look. It was a terrible situation. It was horrible. I literally feared for my life. It did not help that we were our races were different. She had and in the late 80s, early 90s, she was your Irish American, and I'm your, I'm the brother from the hood. So I'm sure he wanted to beat my ass on 2 different levels, maybe even a third. I know he wanted to kill me, but I was trying not to die that day. Yeah, I feared for my life that day. It was terrible. I almost died on some ass. And we never got together again after that. We talked once. I got the rest of my clothes. And that was it. That was our falling out. Remember the time your dad almost killed me when we was doing it? Oh man, that was terrible. Well, that's my story. I hope you guys enjoy it. That was a Stone Show classic. But that was a true story. I don't bullshit for no reason. So just thought I'd throw that out there. You guys might find that entertaining. And I am out of here. So stay tuned for the next story. We're gonna keep in touch. This goes out for those muchos.